on James Jones. A lot of guys take shots at Aaron Rodgers. James Jones does not take shots at Aaron Rodgers. No. You had a great relationship with him. Let me start with the Pro Bowl stuff because you got snubbed once.
Yes.
You led the league in touchdowns back in what year?
2012.
And you got snubbed.
Led the whole league. Led the whole league in touchdowns. No receivers had more. No running backs had more.
What happened?
I'm like, okay, I'm a lock for the Pro Bowl. Like, if you lead the league in interceptions or tackles and all that, you should be a lock. No, not even an alternate. Not even an alternate.
Were you ticked off?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But I mean, I didn't share it with the public, but I was upset. I'm like, man, they letting these guys in. These guys have 2 touchdowns, but I guess, if your name is big and, they feel like fans want to see you.
Fans have 30% of the vote, so they do, they're kind of the tiebreaker. Mm-hmm. So players and coaches vote, and then fans come in. Like Aaron Rodgers this year did not have a great Aaron year. Russell Wilson in a rebuilding team had a great year.
Yes.
Nothing against Aaron, but Russell beat him head-to-head.
Yeah.
In fact, Russell has more wins in the NFC North than Aaron has this year, and they voted Aaron in because Aaron's way more popular.
Yes,
By
absolutely.
the way, Aaron does better commercials than any athlete in America. Every one of his commercials is hysterically funny, and he's good.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the name of the game, man.
Okay, so let's start with this. I haven't talked to you since. Mike McCarthy fired midseason. Doesn't feel like the Packers. Did you agree with the way Green Bay did it?
No, man. I mean, Coach Mike was in Green Bay for 13 seasons. Only other coach that was there for 13 seasons is Curly Lambeau, and the field is named after him. Coach Mike has a street named after him in Green Bay, 8 straight seasons to the playoffs, a Super Bowl. I just felt like as an organization, all he's brought to the organization, that you can at least let him finish the season out. Give him the respect, let him finish the season out. Even if you tell him, Coach Mike, after the season, we're going to part ways. But I thought they should at least give him the respect to finish the season out. The season didn't go the way anybody wanted it to go, but I felt like they should have let him finish it out.
Was it a message to Aaron Rodgers, to Aaron, we hear your frustrations. We're going to show you some support. Mm-hmm. We hear your frustrations.
Well, I had a chance to talk to Aaron, and he was a little upset that they weren't able to keep Coach Mike's job because he said – in years past, Coach Mike could get a little predictable with the offense and things like that. But he said this wasn't one of those years. He said we weren't making plays. He said we will come in, it's plays open on the field that we're not making. And it had nothing to do with Mike. And he said that's what's so disappointing about it because this season it was not about Coach Mike. It was about the players on the field not making plays.
Yeah, I saw a story. There's been a lot of stories about Nick Saban was the big one yesterday. Yeah. I don't think Saban's authoritarian personality works well in Green Bay for 2 reasons. Yeah. Aaron's a free thinker, an ad-libber, and an independent guy. That doesn't work with Nick. Nick likes to control. Yeah. That's not a criticism of Nick. It's his personality. Yeah. The second thing is because Green Bay's not a free agent destination, and they're not going to have a ton of cap space with Aaron making $33 million. It limits personnel choices, which Nick is great at.
Yeah.
Like, I don't buy Saban in Green Bay, do you?
No, and I absolutely agree. I just feel like the way he coaches is strictly built for college. Yeah. Like, you can't come into the National Football League and kind of, I don't know, you see him on the sideline, he kind of mother effing players and getting all in each other, in players' faces and all. To me, that's not going to work in the National Football League. Like, you're talking to guys that are making more than you. You're talking to guys that have been proven in this league. And I just feel like his style of coaching does not work in the National Football League.
It looks like a college coach.
Absolutely. Everybody's on scholarship. You could talk to these players any kind of way. Everybody's trying to make it to the National Football League. But this style is not going to work in the National Football League. And that's why it didn't work for him the first time around. And I don't like the thought of him going.
By the way, was Jason there in Miami when Nick was there?
He was.
Yeah, and Nick was like...
They have a good relationship.
No, of course he liked Jason because Jason's great. I bet he loved Jason. He was one of the few great players. But did Jason even acknowledge it rubbed some dudes the wrong way?
I mean, I'm not going to speak for him, but he definitely rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Not just players, like people in the organization, media, certainly fans. He just has an abrasive personality that works in college and it doesn't work in the NFL.
What kind of coach does Aaron need? And this has been, James, people have talked a lot about this, that, it's funny, we all assume Aaron needs a brilliant offensive guy. I could argue Brady's got a defensive guy.
Yeah.
I could argue that if you look in the history of the NFL, great quarterback Peyton Manning with Tony Dungy Big Ben with Tomlin, Brady with Belichick. You can make an argument that Aaron is so smart. Don't try to outsmart Aaron.
Yeah.
Give him a defensive guy.
That's all I've been saying.
Oh, it is.
I talked to Aaron when they fired Coach Mike, and I said, who do you want as the head coach? Like, who would you want to come in and coach? And he was like, JJ, you know me. Like, what kind of coach do you think I need? And I said, I would love to see you with a defensive-minded coach. So he has the defense. He'll get you a top 10 defense. You communicate with your offensive coordinator, and you guys put up points. But we have the defense. And I think that right there is what Aaron Rodgers needs. You're communicating with one guy that you respect, you have a very good relationship with, and you guys go put up points. I got the defense. I'll run the team. I'll set the tone. But I think a defensive-minded coach will be great for Aaron. Everybody's saying offensive coordinator, an offensive-minded coach. Aaron's two-time MVP, Super Bowl MVP. Like, you're not going to come in here and make Aaron look just like somebody, like just that much better. Like, he's already special. So even if he comes in and wins, you get an offensive-minded coach and he wins another MVP. That Aaron Rodgers is special. You know what I'm saying? Get him a defensive coach.
I'm going to throw a name out there. This is going to be crazy, and I want everybody to hold me to it. But I think Cam Newton still got 2 years left, and I think Ron Rivera may get run by the new owner. My sources tell me that the new owner, he's not going to sit around. He's going to shake things up if the Carolina Panthers don't go to the playoffs, and they're not going to. And Ron Rivera, they're not going to fire Cam. Ron Rivera's in trouble. Ron Rivera, Carolina every year is good on defense. Last 7 years, 5 of 6, they've been top 10. If I'm Green Bay, I go get a good, you talk about a rock-solid dude. Yeah. He's had to deal with a lot of Cam Newton stuff. So he can deal with some ego. Yeah. He's dealing with a superstar in Cam. Yeah. So he can deal with Aaron Rodgers. If he can deal with Cam, they're both commercials. Yeah. You can argue that Cam and Aaron are the two biggest stars with Brady in the league. Yeah. And I guarantee you Green Bay's defense is top 10. Yeah. And by the way, Rivera's going to face Trubisky instead of having Breeze. He can face Kirk Cousins instead of facing Matt Ryan. Yeah. That's my dark horse, Ron Rivera.
See, I like it, but you could call me crazy too, but I want Rex Ryan.
Oh, God!
I think